What's your love language and what does that say about you?
Let's talk about that.
Good mythical morning. Almost added a new word.
What would that word have been?
I don't know.
We got love for y'all.
Yeah.
So much love for making this a part of your daily routine that I want to be like, much love.
Is that what you did?
Speaking of love, Rhett.
I'm not gonna keep using this voice like a late night DJ on a love station. I'm gonna use my normal voice. So I wanna annoy you. Okay. Love languages. Today.
You're gonna switch to that voice.
Today, what I'm going to share with you could potentially, I'm not gonna use that voice either. What I'm gonna share with you could change your life.
Or your relationships.
Don't get your
at least.
expectations too high, but this could change your relationships and future relationships. Okay.
Change them, do it.
Back in the mid-90s, there was a book called, written called The 5 Love Languages. And this, I remember this book being popular about the time that we were getting married to our respective wives.
Yes. I like how that's subtle clarification that we're married to wives.
Yeah.
Not to each other
wives,
or something.
Yeah, and I have mine and you have yours.
Yeah, I read the 5 Love Languages and it's a great book. I think there's some insight that it's gonna be fun to talk about if we ever get to it.
The idea is that there are 5 different ways that you experience and express love. Now, this may be, this is one way of seeing love and experiencing love, but it's proven to be a very effective way at thinking about the way that you experience love and receive love. And once you figure out what your love language is, you usually have either one that's a lot stronger than the others or maybe 2 that are stronger than the others. Then what it helps you do is it helps the person that you're in a relationship with know how to best express love to you.
And vice versa, how you can love your loved one better.
Because a lot of times what people do is they have their love language, the way that they like to receive love, and they like to express that to the person they're in a relationship with, and that might not be the way that that person wants love expressed to them, and then you end up getting into problems and breaking up. And let me also say that this can apply to just friendships and all relationships. This is how you love people. Okay, so I'm gonna go through the 5 love languages and I'm gonna tell you how you see which ones resonate with you, but then I can tell you a more definitive way to figure out what your love language is. Words of affirmation. Some people like to experience love through words of affirmation. These are verbal compliments or words of appreciation. These people love unsolicited compliments.
Like when I tell my wife, hey baby, I like your boots.
Yep. And
I still go back to that one.
Does she respond well to that?
Yeah, she likes words of affirmation.
I haven't seen her in boots.
She's not like, psh.
Does she have boots?
Well, I mean, I have to wait for her to wear boots, but when she does, I say, I like your boots.
Like you're talking about like snakeskin?
Well, it was just an example. She doesn't wear boots, but yeah, it was an example, okay?
Yeah, or it could just be letting someone know what you appreciate about them. There are some people, when you say something about them to them, about how you appreciate them or something that you appreciate about them, they just feel cherished and loved. Is that you? Maybe it is. Quality time. This is pretty easy to understand. These people like to spend time with the person that they love.
Like, hey baby, let's go out on a date. And I want you to wear those boots.
Yeah, but it isn't just time together. So some people, a lot of times people are like, what do you mean? We've been watching TV together all night. We've been right next to each other. No, people who
connect, when you connect in that time.
They want to be listened to. This is the kind of person that when you speak to them, they want some
reciprocation.
Sort of, they want some confirmation that you're listening, you're processing.
Yeah.
You know, so if you say something to me, I'm like,
I like your boots.
I'm hanging on your every word. I'm like, my wife is great at this. She can listen to people. I might as well have eyes tattooed on my eyelids.
Oh, really? Kind of blank?
I'm not good. I'm not good at reciprocating.
I like to do things, but I'm much more interested in who I'm doing it with than just doing the thing. So if I'm gonna go hiking, I'd rather go hiking with someone that I wanna spend time with.
Receiving gifts. This seems a little bit weird maybe, but these people, they don't just want gifts, but they like the love, thoughtfulness, and effort behind gifts.
Like, hey baby, I got you some boots.
Got you some boots. I got you some snakeskin boots because I know how you like snakeskin.
But you weren't expecting it.
So it's the thoughtfulness of the gift. When you give this person something, and it might be, it's not always an object, but when you give them something that expresses that you've been thinking about who they are as a person, that means the world to them.
The object resonates because they can tell the rationale behind it.
Acts of service. Doing stuff that makes life easier.
Hey baby, I polished your boots.
Yes, and a lot of times it's not things done at their request. It's not like, here's your honey-do list, do these things for me. It's like you get home and you've polished Christy's boots.
Yeah.
The boots are really working in this. I can carry the boots through all this.
I'm trying to.
If you've polished her boots and it was something that she wanted you to do, she didn't really want to do it, and you unsolicited went and polished the boots and you did a good job and you're like, here's your polished boots, baby. That means the world to her if acts of service is her love language. Physical touch.
Now we're getting to some good stuff.
And I'm not talking physical intimacy, I'm talking physical affection. So this is the kind of thing that if you just kind of, you touch a shoulder or you touch a face.
I'm about to kick you with my boot.
The boots really don't, you try to work the boot in. And this is, now I know that this is my wife's love language. She likes to be
like
touched.
when you're hanging out, she'll put her arm like in your arm. It's like an instinctive thing for her.
Yes, PDA is a big thing for her. Not making out in public, but just like, hey, if we're walking next to each other, can't we have our arms around each other? Can't we be holding hands? That means the world to her. Or just simply getting home and just giving her a hug or touching her face like this.
Emphasis on her face.
Yeah. Well, but you're the only face I've got right now. I can't do it on my own face.
Well, I get it when you tell me. But the interesting thing is you can go online, you can take the test, which we both took, and you can kind of know,
link in the description.
You can definitely know what your love language is.
Right, they ask you a series of questions and then you kind of zero down on how you rank in these 5. So what we did is Link and I went and we took the test and we have our results, and now we're gonna look at them.
So you want me to share mine first?
Yeah, well, please do.
Having read the book, I kind of knew what mine were. I was curious if they changed in like 10 years.
Right.
And they really didn't. My first one with a score of 11 was words of affirmation, and then kind of a distant second was quality time.
And then everything else is pretty low.
Acts of service, then physical touch. Receiving gifts very low to me because I feel guilty when someone spends money. I'm like, how much money? I start to overthink gifts, so that goes really low for me. But I like it when somebody says, I like your boots. And that's why I wear boots all the time.
Well, and unbelievably, my number 1 was your last one. Receiving gifts is my top score with a score of 9, but words of affirmation right there next to it. It could have gone either way, but receiving gifts is my number 1, and as you can see, physical touch is number 3, which is my wife's highest one, so that is a sticking point in our relationship.
I asked Christy, what is your love language? She was like, all of them. I was like, that's not fair. She was like, well, maybe not physical touch. I'm like, even less fair.
Well, here's what I've done for you, Link, and hopefully you're gonna reciprocate this, because what I've done is I knew that you took the test.
I prepared something.
You took the test and I saw that you had scored high in words of affirmation. And like I said, this can apply to friendships too. We spend a lot of time together. I think we need to have a functioning relationship. And so what I'm gonna do is I've taken the time to really think about some compliments, some words of affirmation, and I'm gonna give those to you right now.
Okay, perfect.
Link. You have a lot of really cool T-shirts with a lot of cool graphics on them.
Thank you.
Link, sometimes I'm blown away at how quickly you can grow a mustache. You should enter a contest or something.
Thanks, I should look into that.
Link, you're really good at backing a car into a parking space. You should enter a contest or something.
Thanks for noticing.
And finally, Link.
It's true, really. I'm pretty good at that.
Link, you remember your dog Tucker when you were a kid?
Yes.
It's a cool dog.
He died.
He was a great dog.
We buried him. Thanks for bringing that one up.
Yeah. I kind of had to go to your dog. I ran out of stuff. I had to go to your childhood dog.
Pretty reaching when you have to go to a dead dog. Is that the last one?
Yeah.
All right. Rhett, I got a gift for you here.
Oh. How thoughtful, man.
Well, yeah, I had a Christmas stocking laying around. It's not timely, but you'll love it. Yeah, strategically place your hand over it's a Christmas baby.
It's one of the devil babies, man. Where's there's 2 of these.
I'm keeping the other one. The other one's mine. You can have that one.
Okay, I'm not real fond of it, but I appreciate the thought.
You're welcome. You've been equipped to love yourself and love the people that you love better? ? Let us know what your love language is in the comments below.
You know what time it is.
Hello, I'm Polly, and I'm from a little town called Fleet in the south of Hampshire, England. It's time to spin the wheel of mythicality.
It's Friday, and we're releasing another episode of our podcast, Ear Biscuits. This week's special guest, Tom Scott.
Now, I'm excited about this one. Make sure you listen to it. Easily one of maybe the most poignant episodes and very thought-provoking. Click through to Good Mythical More, where we discuss the ramifications of love languages on our personal love lives.
Porta potty bathroom inspectors.
Hey, Henry. Are you bringing him again?
Yeah, well, it's bring your kid to work day.
Here we go.
Oh, look at that, Bobby. Look at that. Look at that. Look in there. Look in there. But this is what we do. Tell him, George.
Step 1, give it a good sniff. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would give this a little disappointing. I give it a 4. I've smelled worse. And then we rate graffiti.
Just keep looking, Bobby. Don't look away.
What does that graffiti say over there?
For a good time. Don't look at that, Bobby.
She came home last night and I swept the floor.
Oh, she was like, woo, time for some quality time.
Yeah.